Hey, Christina here, back with Frequency Fridays at 11 a.m. for 11 minutes or less. So, really seeking for this to be a high impact, and I hope it brings some value to you this Friday. Um, again, we are here with the intention of transitioning into vibrational thinking. Requires a mental shift to be a vibrational health pioneer, which is what we are, right? We are pioneering technology. All right, so let's get into it. I think we all love this quote. The future of medicine will be the medicine of frequencies, Albert Einstein. And Albert Einstein lived from 1879 until 1955. I read an article about Albert Einstein, and in this article, it was expressed that he was gifted a compass. And I believe it was around the age of 5 years old. But this gift was something that would pull him toward the trajectory of his destiny, the purpose of his life. So the compass, we know that it showcases invisible forces. And as he moved around and the little spindle moved around, he was just in awe and wonder and amazement like, how is this even possible? What is going on here? And that curiosity was so strong, struck him deep within and just awakened something within him. Um, and I believe we all have that type of a story or that type of an experience at some point in our life that we can always go back to assist us in staying on the path that we are to be as transformational leaders in this world. But there's more vibrational health leaders, health pioneers that we are so thankful for and look up to, and that have, enabled the scanner that we love so dearly to be so effective. And so Tesla, who lived from 1856 to 1943, was responsible for bringing awareness to the rotating magnetic field, which is a huge innovation. And then we've got Raymond Rife, who lived from 1888 until 1971, who's responsible for microscopic development, which we know how impactful that is in the medical world. There's so many things that we cannot see with our naked eye, and we need these tools for advancement. And I've added Lauren to the list here for innovating Solex and the Quantum Wellness Center. I visited the Quantum Wellness Center, and let me tell you, my cells were so thankful. The next day, they felt charged from within. It felt like deep into the core of my cells, all of them were supercharged, and it felt so amazingly good. Like I've never felt that good before. And so I can't wait till I have my own personal Quantum Wellness Center in my home with all of the tools that we can now purchase today. And then we've got you and I, who are also vibrational health leaders. And so I'm not sure of what pulled Tesla or Raymond Rife to invent the things that they invented. We all know Lauren's story. And as a parent, those of us who are parents, I'm sure we can relate to the pull of restoring health to your baby, right? And so I am a layperson. I am not a practitioner. So my why is quite different. It's quite selfish. Not selfish in a negative way, but selfish in a self-love way. I have to love myself enough to nurture myself at the energetic essence of who I am so that I can serve and give at the capacity that I desire to from a place of being full, where I'm giving from my overflow instead of continuing the cycle of being depleted because I'm giving all that I have and I'm never nurturing myself. So that is my why, to never become depleted again and to give from a full cup, from an overflowing cup, which means I've got to be charged and I got to learn how to live energetically. And I want to share that with the world and I want to teach as I learn. All right. So I'm super, back it up just a little bit. I forgot about my question I have for you guys. I'd really love to know what your why is. Why are you pulled to be a vibrational health pioneer? What is it that's calling you? What grabbed your attention? What's your why? Drop the comment. All right. And then we're going to go on to adoption curve, the adoption curve. Where do you think we are at as it relates to the masses? It's so funny, right? Because it seems like a lot of people are very aware of frequency health, energy medicine, energy therapy. But then I also run into a lot of people who absolutely are like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're speaking over my head. They don't know. So my guess is going to be we are leaving early adopters and entering into the early majority. We're a little bit into early majority. That's my guess. What's your thoughts? Where do you think we are at on this adoption curve of frequency medicine and global awareness? And then last but not least, just want to highlight the power of belief and intention. And so with all of these innovators that we spoke about or that I've shared, they all had a high sense of belief in themselves. As inventors, you're often coming against failure. Things aren't working the way that you plan it out to be, and you're doing it over and over and over again until you figure it out. That's quite common in life, right? But the inventor looks at failure a lot differently than most people, thankfully. High level of belief. They're very in tune with themselves. They're not bogged down by the distractions of the world or the crucifixions and the canceling that comes from people not believing in what you're doing. You have to be very steadfast in your belief system. And so remaining true to self is of the utmost importance. And I'm going to say it's our number one priority to remain true to ourselves and our whys. And this is because our why will always be challenged. It's always going to be challenged. We're going to feel crucified and in our day and age canceled at some point by others or ourselves. And then the distractions are just bountiful. We have so many distractions coming at us. Spiritual warfare is taking place at a level that I haven't seen in my lifetime. So fortify your energetic field. Be prayed up. Be in tune with yourself, meaning be silent, be still. I'm going to share a little story about intention. I believe God has intention for our lives. And one story that captured me, I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and I was probably, I don't know how old I was. I think I might have been around the age of 5-ish as well. But we're in church and the choir's singing, and they're singing this song called Expect a Miracle. And I'm jamming to the song. I'm digging the song. But I feel today I can give you the language. I didn't have the language for the longest time. But all of my cells enlivened. I felt all of them alive, and it kind of felt like goosebumps on the inside. And they all were alivened by this song, and it was like an activation of a sort. And I really feel like it was God activating in me something that I can always go back to and I'll never forget, because I have a job to do. We all have a job to do. Albert Einstein had a job to do. And so that curiosity, that moment that grabbed him, lasted a lifetime. So we're at 11 minutes, y'all. And I said this was going to be 11 minutes or less. So I'm just going to say thank you for being here. I hope this added value. Be true to yourself. Love on yourself and find what resonates with you to be the vibrational health pioneer you're called to be. You already have all the answers. And you can do it. We can do it. We got it figured out. Next week, we're going to be talking about what we're made of. And so that is 99.999% space. All right. Take care. Have a great weekend.